Hey, this is Christopher with another episode of What's Brewing, and today we're talking about the 5 habits we do to avoid burnout. But before we do, let's roll that beautiful B-roll. Y'all, work, life, adulting, it's tough. We all struggle with fatigue and burnout. It's hard to see it when it's coming, and sometimes we ignore how we feel and just say, that's the way it is. As an employee, I told myself that often to justify why I kept being so unhealthy. That came to a screeching halt in 2017 when I found myself in an ICU. The experience fundamentally changed me and what I'm willing to accept. So, as a business leader, I am balancing 2 big concerns. The first is supporting customers. I run a consulting firm. And the second is keeping my team healthy. If my team isn't in a good place, then my customers don't get the service they deserve. Professionally, I am a project engineer and technical trainer. I own my own business with 10 team members and do a ton of contract work for many overlords. It gets a little crazy, and on top of that, I'm based in Central Standard Time, but often teach Pacific Standard Time. That leads to some early morning staff calls and some really late teaching days. My work schedule is around 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. most of the time. Working 12-hour days is not uncommon and can ultimately become unhealthy. So, here are 5 things that we do to avoid burnout. Number 1, you have to stay active. I take a walk at least once a day. If my schedule and the weather allows me to, I'll take a second walk or do yoga at night with the Apple Fitness Plus. I began with a half mile at first, then a mile, and eventually up to 4 miles. Yoga I really embraced when the Apple Fitness Plus launched, and it gave me that extra motivation. No matter what you choose to do, keep a couple things in mind. It's going to take time, but the benefits are real. I have mental clarity and a way to positively release the energy. I sleep better at night when I exercise at night, and I find myself in a much better mood. 5 years later, I am emotionally in a better place. Give it time. The results will be very positive. Bonus tip, I do multitask when I exercise. So I either do staff calls, watch or listen to some training videos, or maybe listen to an audiobook. That hour of exercise every day can still end up being very productive if you want it to be. Number 2, keep a schedule. Life can be a little messy sometimes, so we make it our mission to take the chaos of the day and turn it into order. Now, you cannot control everything, but you can set expectations when it comes to your time. For years, I acquiesced to everyone about just about everything. In an effort to please everyone, I ended up making no one happy. I overcommitted all of the time and would find myself becoming very defensive about what I had to do each day. Then I started to keep a calendar. I started telling people that if it wasn't on my calendar, then it wasn't real. This seems a little tough, but in reality, I just didn't want to burn bridges and experience personal burnout. A few years ago, I started using a service called Calendly so that anyone could have visibility into my availability. Now, to be clear, they couldn't see my calendar items, they can just see when they could schedule time with me and then schedule time with me. That level of transparency helped a lot. I can't give what I don't have, and I'm only one person. Now everyone on my team has Calendly, so that if I'm not available, someone else is. This made a huge difference because I'm no longer worried about people hijacking my day and my sanity by just throwing things at me and expecting me to get it done. Number 3, professional development. I believe you grow your business by growing your people. I also believe that growth must be both personal and professional. One always mixes into the other. I want my team to be healthy and whole. I have active subscriptions to Coursera and LinkedIn Learning as well as Audible. As a team, we invest in courses on emotional intelligence, project management, leadership, finance, and technical development. Iron sharpens iron. So we also have a once-a-week all-staff meeting where every team lead gets to present on a different topic every single week. Development is a give and receive process, so we stay open to new ideas and make an effort to reevaluate what we do often so we don't get stuck in a rut. For us, professional development inspires innovation and it avoids stagnation. Number 4, Personal time off. I'm not a workaholic, or at least I don't think I am. I do like to stay focused and productive, and many weeks have more work than time. I enjoy what I do, but in the last few years I've realized I need to be present with my family and my friends. This could be controversial here. Work's not everything. It's just not. It's one person's opinion, of course. I had to go through a bit of recovery when I embraced that. Time off is important. It's not necessarily room for another thing. More work, more productivity. Sometimes it's planning to do nothing. As crazy as that sounds, it made me less uptight. I didn't know how wound up I was until I started taking personal time off. So, one of the benefits of having a schedule is planning to vacate. That's what a vacation is, isn't it? If you don't plan your time off, you'll always make excuses. As a team, we give everybody 2 paid weeks off a year, a minimum. We also give off an extra Friday every month to be off. We pay because we don't want finance to be a reason not to take off. Additionally, I make sure team members take their weeks. People aren't machines. They are also not a means to an end. No one will take your health more seriously than you should. Having said that, it doesn't mean I get a pass if I don't do my part to make sure my people stay in a good place. Number 5, celebrate the wins. Morale is an intangible aspect of running a team that makes or breaks your culture. My mentor once said, if you suck, say you suck. You have to be super honest when the quality of your work is low. You can't draw from an empty well either. So many experiences take from us, so make sure you are conscious to give more back. We celebrate the wins because it's the individual effort of each person that makes any success possible. When you make a big deal about people, you elevate how they feel and you become a life giver. I have never met a person who was too encouraged. So don't be afraid to heap gratitude on your people and to receive some when it comes your way. Well, that's it for today's episode. We are always looking for ways to stay healthy. So let us know what you do to avoid burnout in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like this video, crush that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with everything we are producing. As always, we hope you're doing well, we hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you in the next one.